Actually, in my area, the climate change, we have seen more and more dry part of Chiawa, because Chiawa is already a drought-stricken area. Now, by not having rains, it seems we are facing more problems than any other years. Where we found that even wildlife is affected. Wildlife, you would see that you go into the park. Instead of an impala running with vigor, you find it walking, wobbling, showing that that animal is thirsty, is feeling hungry. You know, by not having rains, the food for the wildlife is completely dry, nothing. They don't have any grass to eat.
Chiawa, a chiefdom in Kafue district which is located in the lower Zambezi, a place known for its tourism, game parks, animals and also a lot of subsistence farmers who normally cultivate their crops. However, due to the low rainfall that characterized the 2021-2022 rain season, people are living in hunger and tourism has been negatively affected. This is all pinned down to climate change. Chieftainess Chiawa of the Goba people in Kafue district revealed that her subjects are living with hunger and that the effects of climate change has not only affected the people but the animals as well.
The river was getting low. The water levels underground was getting low and low. To dig a borehole, it was like you would go further, more meters more than usual. So that's the way. And also we could not grow food. The rain was not good. The rain was finished. It's either it finished quickly or it came late. So like in this year, or rather last year, the rains started very late, and that affected our growing of crops.
Chieftainess Chiawa also disclosed that water levels in our area went very low, causing a shortage of water for irrigation or clean water for consumption.
The rains were not good. The little patches which did very well were also attacked by elephants. The little food which was there, the elephants came in numbers to get the food which the people had prepared to take home. Even right now, if you go to Chiawa, elephants are going from band to band, taking food from the bands. Can you imagine? That's a terrible thing. The national parks, they should do something.
Chieftainess Chiawa also revealed that tourism was largely affected in the area.
Chiawa is very much into tourism. So if the river is not flowing well, that will also affect the tourism. And if the tourism is not flowing properly, which means the jobs are also affected, like it was affected by COVID-19.
Meanwhile, Chieftainess Chiawa also complained about mining in the lower Zambezi, stating that the coming of the mine will accelerate many problems to the local inhabitants, such as the roaming of elephants and rhinos, which may end up harming people.
2 weeks ago, I buried a boy who was completely stamped by elephants.
And Hivo Southern Regional Director Kennedy Mugochi has reiterated the need for local voices to be part of the global agenda in combating climate change effects. HIVOS, a non-governmental organization, is implementing the Voices for Just Climate Change in Zambia and has engaged traditional leaders to reach the grassroots of the communities. Mugochi says local people are rarely represented in decision-making, yet they are the people who are most affected by climate change.
What we are saying as HIVOS is that we know it is a global program, it is a global problem, therefore it requires a global approach, but in that fight we really need to have local voices represented, and traditional leaders play an important role in that quest to ensure that the local voices are amplified at a global stage.
He further called on government to engage the local people in policy implementation, in order to come up with solutions that will curb climate change.
Even among us Royal Highnesses, there are some who do not know what climate change is. So even the subject do not know what climate change is. They only see the change in weather patterns. So what we need is sensitization and awareness in the community most of the time. So I'm part of my chiefdom in the Kafue floods. So there we have floods, we have drought. So it does not only affect the vulnerable, but it affects everybody in the community. When there are floods, children cannot go to school because they cannot cross rivers where there are no bridges. And then also the people near the Kafue River, most of the homes are flooded.
And Chieftainess Chiawa of the Ila people of Iteji district in Central Province Zambia implored stakeholders to work in coordination and collaboration so as to tackle climate-related challenges. The Ila leader appreciated the work he was Zambia is conducting in engaging the local leaders, stating that there were some chiefs who were not enlightened about climate actions.